my name is Robert Johnson, and today I'm going to do an experiment to see how different types of salt affect how ice melts in a water solution. Now let me tell you why I wanted to do this experiment, because I wanted to see which type of salt melts ice the fastest on the roads and sidewalks that we use during the winter months, and I want to see which one melts it the fastest. So let me show you the common salt compounds I'm using. The first one that I'll be using is calcium chloride. And calcium chloride is sold readily in stores to melt ice and snow during winter. Second substance I'll be using is table salt. Table salt is not commonly used to melt ice and snow on the roads during the winter months. And rock salt. Rock salt is readily available and is used very often to melt snow and ice during the winter. The chemical compound for rock salt is sodium ferrocyanide. This is kosher salt. Kosher salt is not usually used to melt ice and snow during the winter months, but it has the same chemical compound as table salt, sodium chloride, and it just has bigger crystals. So I measured out 10 grams of each substance, and then let me just use the kosher salt. You take the salt, I measured out 150 milliliters of water, and you pour it into the solution. I take my spoon. I press the timer for a minute. And I have to stir it up for a minute. This will turn the solute into a solvent. "30 seconds. "15. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, now I've mixed the common salt compound into the water, and I do this with the rest of these, and I do it with a control group where I just put water and ice in to see how fast it melts. I also use the electronic scale to measure out the grams. I put water in all of the compounds and I dissolved it into there. And now I'm going to put the ice into each of these bowls and see how long it takes for each cube to completely dissolve. Ready, set, go. To see how long it would take for the ice cube to dissolve in each substance. It took 11 minutes and 1 second for the water to dissolve. It took 16 minutes and 2 seconds for the calcium chloride to dissolve. 17 minutes and 42 seconds for the table salt to dissolve. 19 minutes and 39 seconds for the rock salt to dissolve, and 19 minutes and 29 seconds. So my hypothesis was correct, saying that calcium chloride would dissolve fastest. And water was the control group, so it was going to dissolve the fastest. But we're going to see which one would take longer. And I think rock salt has the ability of delaying how fast it would melt so people won't slip on it, but calcium chloride makes it melt the fastest. So I think the most effective way to melt salt And to melt ice and snow on the roads would be to use both calcium chloride and rock salt, because they're the most readily available, the cheapest ways to do it, and you'll have the best of both characteristics, which would be making it melt fast and making it less slippery so people won't slip on it. Kosher salt and table salt could also be used, but these are a lot more expensive ways, and they obviously just take longer than calcium chloride and rock salt, and they don't have the way to keep it unslippery like rock salt. Thank you very much for watching my experiment, and I hope you enjoyed it.